Consider no hard feelings between new teammates Dewanna Bonner and Caitlin Clark. Bonner signed a 1 year contract with the Indiana Fever during the offseason and was officially introduced by the team on Monday. Naturally, the 6 time WNBA All Star was inquired about the minor incident that occurred with the Fever star during the 2024 WNBA playoffs. In Game 2 of the first round series between the Fever and the Connecticut Sun, Clark approached a referee expressing her belief that she was fouled by Bonner. The 15-year veteran did not take kindly to this and exchanged words with Clark before the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year pushed Bonner with one hand. Bonner retaliated by swiping at Clark's arm. The two continued to exchange banter following a timeout, prompting officials to intervene in order to avert any further escalation. When questioned about this incident on Monday and its influence on her decision to join Indiana, Bonner could not suppress her laughter. "I'm pleased you posed that question, as my inbox has been inundated with messages regarding that moment," Bonner remarked. "I believe it simply illustrates two competitive athletes striving to succeed and urging their teams to persevere. It was the playoffs, so emotions and tensions were running high." This offseason has been rather eventful for Indiana, which has also acquired forwards Sophie Cunningham and Natasha Howard as the team endeavors to ascend the WNBA ranks. Bonner, a 2 time WNBA champion with the Phoenix Mercury and a 2 time All-WNBA selection, expressed that she couldn't be more excited about the prospect of playing alongside Clark. Caitlin Clark conveyed her enthusiasm about collaborating with the new members of the Indiana Fever roster, particularly since the franchise recently secured several influential names that enhance their team capabilities. In an interview, Caitlin Clark commended the Indiana Fever front office for their efforts in bolstering the roster, especially in acquiring players who can complement their existing talent. "I believe Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox have done an excellent job of identifying components that fit," Clark said. "This lifts my spirits about the future. With Stephanie White and her staff coming on board, my opportunity to train with Keith all offseason has been highly enjoyable. I also got to work out with DB." Dewanna Bonner's transition to the Indiana Fever has been a momentous one for both her and the organization. After dedicating 5 seasons to the Connecticut Sun, where she played a pivotal role in the team's advancement to the WNBA Finals in 2022, Bonner determined it was time for a new chapter. She signed with the Fever, which facilitated her reunion with her former coach, Stephanie White, and enhanced the offensive capabilities of the team's roster. Bonner indicated familial motivations for the transition, as it allows her to be nearer to her twin daughters. Dewanna Bonner discusses aspirations for collaboration with Caitlin Clark. Newly acquired Indiana Fever player Dewanna Bonner articulated her enthusiasm and expectations regarding her collaboration with Caitlin Clark. Notwithstanding a spirited encounter with Clark during the 2021 season playoffs, both athletes have transcended the incident, and Bonner is eager to engage with her new teammate. "I am thrilled to step onto the court with Caitlin," Bonner stated at the press conference that announced their integration into the Fever organization. "We had an excellent workout this morning. Witnessing her contributions to this league and organization is remarkable." In Game 2 of the opening round series involving the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun, Bonner and Clark experienced a fervent exchange regarding a disputed foul, which escalated to a brief physical confrontation. During her inaugural season in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark established both a single-season and a single-game record for assists, became the first rookie to achieve a triple-double, and was named Rookie of the Year, among numerous other accolades. Dewanna Bonner is highly esteemed as a professional women's basketball player. Throughout her 15-year WNBA tenure, the 37-year-old holds the distinction of being a two-time champion, a six-time All-Star, a three-time Sixth Woman of the Year, and ranks as the third leading scorer in the league's history. As she approaches the latter stages of her career, what continues to inspire her pursuit of excellence?
Of the eight advancing to the second round, the Phoenix Mercury star was the third. She had to defeat 2023 ROT Aliyah Boston to secure her spot, and, well, she dominated. Despite her 4-inch height advantage, Copper's elite scoring ability and relentless pace proved too much to handle for the Fever star. Boston, a key player for Stephanie White's roster soon, struggled to find her rhythm, raising eyebrows over her conditioning as she appeared fatigued in the final minutes. Boston finished with 2 of 10 from the field, 1 of 1 from free throw, and 8 rebounds for an 11-6 defeat. But she wasn't the only one delivering a blow for the Fever. Lexi Hull, too, failed to match her opponent Ryan Howard's scoring. While she did put up the most points, 7 by anyone on the losing end for the night, it did not prove enough to overcome fellow third-year shooting and defense. The Dream Guard recorded 2 blocks and 12 rebounds after struggling to find her shot initially. She walked away 12-7. For a team finding itself in championship contender talks for the next campaign, this wasn't a pretty picture. Moreover, the two find themselves with poorer scoring averages in the league too, with 6.5 and 6.1, respectively. Head coach Stephanie White has been vocal about her optimism for the Fever's upcoming season, especially praising Boston and Hull for their energy and readiness. And then you have Aliyah Boston on the interior, and Lexi Hull from an energy standpoint and knocking down shots. They're playing really confident basketball, the head coach had said as she joined her new team. While Unrivaled is telling another story, Boston and White have vested confidence in each other. The foundation is looking strong per the new coach, and she is building around her young core. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and Aliyah Boston made the popular three-headed monster of the Fever last season. Sure, the former twos combination makes quite the noise with a dangerous backcourt duo. But if you ask Stephanie White, she'd let you know the point guard and center combination is just as important. These two are the best. And when you think about the point guards and post players that our game, not just our league, but our game, has seen, they are going to go down in history as the greatest, she says. Boston averaged 14 points and 8.9 rebounds last season and is now ready to get to work under White. She vouches for the intensity and her response to the trust the new coach has in Fever's talents. But once she gets back to the court, Boston will have new pieces to work with. Over the course of the Unrivaled so far, the team has added Dewanna Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Sydney Colson. Caitlin Clark believes this has been a good move, expressing excitement over a lot of different options to do a lot of different things. White has been clear about her foundation in CC, Boston, and Mitchell. It remains to be seen if the rest of the puzzle fit together.